Hello everybody, this is just a quick video to show you how to make a radio beacon working on a PMR446 frequency. All we're using here is a bog standard PMR radio. This is a Binatone MR200. As you see, we've got a cable linking it to an MP3 player. This is just a little MP3 player. Used to belong to one of my kids, but got thrown out when they got their iPods. You get one of these on eBay for a few quid. It's important that the radio that you use has got Vox capability. That just means it's voice activated transmission. This one's already activated, switched on. The cable's just a standard 3.5mm stereo connector on both ends. But you'll notice about halfway along we've got a little capacitor in the signal line. I'll explain what that's for a bit later. We've got a trusty Intec MT5050 here just so you can hear it working. It's all switched on, so we just start off the MP3 player and you should hear it on the Intec. Just switch it on here. That's on track 2, which is start the track off. And you can see, you can hear the Morse beacon signal on the Intec. The transmit lights on the Binatone as it's transmitting. The transmission lasts about 18 seconds, this one. You can make it as long or short as you like, so it's stopped transmitting there. The Morse code has stopped, the transmission light's gone out on the transmitter and there's no signal being received at the moment. But the track on the MP3 player, I don't know if you can see that, it's still playing. It's just kicked back in again there because the track's ended and started again. It's important that the MP3 player has got the capability of repeating the track. In other words, you set it up so it plays the track over and over and over again. And all you simply do is record the track, which consists of the Morse message, which in this case is about 18 seconds long. But then you need to add the appropriate amount of silence to make it up to the length you want. So in this case it's 30 seconds long in total, so that's 18 seconds of the Morse and then the rest is silence. If you didn't have that silence there, it would just keep playing the Morse message over and over again and your transmitter would be constantly transmitting that Morse over and over again. If you want it to transmit at different periods, say every 5 minutes, then you need to add the appropriate amount of silence on the track after the Morse message to make it up to 5 minutes long, and again it'll just repeat over and over again. It'll key up every 5 minutes and send your message. The reason for the capacitor in the signal line is if you just connect it without the capacitor, you'll find that the first time the Morse signal plays, the radio will key up, but it will stay keyed up even during the silence. Because even though it's silence, there is a signal present on the line. So the capacitor, this was just I don't even know what value this capacitor is, it was just ripped out of an old radio that was going in the bin. It basically just filters the signal so that only the strong, relatively strong Morse audio can get through, but the silence can't. And that's all there is to it. I'll do a separate video to show you how to make the track to go on the MP3 player. It's put together using all free software off the net. It is kicking in again, but this is all completely legal. This is a completely legal radio. There's no modifications whatsoever. I've gaffer taped this to the top of a long pole and stuck it up on the side of a barn, and you can hear it 3 or 4 miles away, no problem. Now if you're into modding the radios, best thing you can do is put a decent antenna on it and stick it on a high point, and you probably find you can hear it 10 or 12 miles away, even on half a watt. But it's worth doing. Just make one up like this, stick it up in the top of your loft and see how far away you can hear it. So there you go, simple radio beacon on PMR446.